Hello and welcome. It's Shanna. I'm part of the creative crew for Kat Scrappiness, and today I'll be introducing you with our newest release. This is the Cowboy Quokka Sentiment Stamps, and it has got all of these different sentiments on there. Blame it all on my boots, head over heels for you, hold your horses, sassy since forever, cowboy, take me away, chin up, boots down, cowgirl, take me away, gone country, country roads, take me home, boots, lace, and a whole lot of grace, yeehaw, country boy, howdy, dirt and cowgirl glitter, just want to have fun, cowgirl up, country girl, cowboy up, and giddy up. And so this is packed full of a lot of sentiments. And then we have the Cowboy Quokka stamp set here. And we've got a little quokka girl with flower in her hair and a little piece of wheat. And we've got the horseshoe and a cacti and some boots and a hat. And we've got the lassoing quokka. We've got the quokka riding the horse. And then we've got the back-to-back quokkas. So cute. We've got a little flower here. We've got the girl quokka rustling up the boy quokka, and then we've got another cacti there. And then we also have the coordinating dies that go with this set, and it's got all of the pieces. It's even got, you can die cut out your horseshoe and your boot and your hat and all that. And then next we have got our Cowboy Quokka 6x6 double-sided premium cardstock. And you get 6 patterns and 4 of each. It is double-sided, and it is some great pattern cardstock. And I'm just showing you all the different colors here and the different designs. And there's some more neutral pages, and then there's some busier pages. We've got this bandana. We've got this one with the cacti, and we've got some green and real fair blue, and then kind of a denim colored one. And so those are the patterns that come in the 6x6 premium cardstock. And I'm just showing you the cover there. And then next we have got a couple of stencils. We've got the Cow Spot Stencils. And these are 6x6 background stencils. And then I've got the Bandana background stencil, and it is also a 6x6 stencil, and it's just very beautiful, just intricate. I think it'll make a really nice panel. And then we've got the Cowboy Quokka die cut pieces, and there are 35 pieces. You get 3 of the little girl, you get 2 of the lasso, 4 of the horseshoes, 2 of the horses, and 2 of the back-to-backs, and then 2 of the lassoing, and then you get several of the florals and the cacti. So here's the little girl, and I'm just showing you each one. I've just pulled one of each. Obviously, there's multiples in there. And then this is the lassoing one. And then we've got the horseshoe. We've got the giddy up quokka on the horse there. And then the couple back to back, super cute. She's wearing like a little skirt. It is so, so cute. And then we've got the boots and the hat that you can work with separately. Very, very cute. And then we have this is the larger cacti. And then we have, this one's cute too. She's lassoed herself up a cowboy. And then we have a smaller cacti, and we've got this floral piece that you can use to embellish with as well. So that is all the ephemera. It's really nice. It is the same exact measurements as the stamp set. There are 35 pieces, and that is shows you all that are included. So just for reference, I went ahead and measured each item. So the girl quokka is 1.5 by 2 3/8. The horseshoe is 5/8 by 3/4. The boots are 3/4 by 1/8. The small cacti is 1 by 1 1/4. And then the lassoing is 2 3/8 by 2 1/2. The hat is 1 3/8 by 7/8. The giddy up is 2 5/8 by 3/8. The back to back is 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. The flower is 7 by 1 1/2. The cacti is 1 1/8 by 1 3/8. And then the lasso lassoing up the cowboy was 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. Now here I'm just going to make a card. I'm going to use this one of the stamps and just stamp something up and use some of the pattern paper and a sentiment and put together a quick card. I will show you some additional cards at the end from some of the other team makers that have worked with the product as well. I'll have a couple of stenciling pictures in there, as well as some of the ephemera. And then I'll have my picture of this that I'm going to stamp up and put together. So I've just stamped my Quokka, my giddy up Quokka. That's what I'm referring to him as, because he looks like he's saying giddy up. And I stamped it in the VersaFine Onyx, and I'm just going to use some clear embossing powder and just emboss it. So I like to dip it in there twice, and I'll just get my embossing powder put away. I'll bring in my heat tool, and we'll get this glued or dried up, embossed, heated up, I guess is what I mean to say. And I'm going to use my Kat Scrappiness tweezers there just to help me hold it, and then I won't burn my fingers. And I'm just going to heat this up, and you're going to see this come to life as it is heated up. Now the embossing will help with the coloring. It will help me stay within the lines, and so it's a great way to start off your coloring. I'm just going to bring in some of my alcohol markers and do some real simple coloring. And I have sped this up. I don't color this fast, but I wanted, you know, not to make the video too long. So I'm just using 2 tones for my horse, and I'm going to use 2 tones for my Quokka and his hat, and then we'll bring in some blue and red for the clothing. And it colors up very nicely and quickly. And with the embossing, it just really helps you stay within the line. So I love using the embossing when I'm going to do some coloring. It just really helps out if you're not a real strong colorist. So I'll just get it all colored in, and then we will bring the die cutting machine out, and we'll line up that die and get it cut out. So I wanted to use a slightly lighter color for my Quokka than my horse. I was just trying to distinguish between them, and I mean, it is just slightly lighter. There's not a lot of variance of color between the horse and the Quokka, but I think it turns out just fine. It's super cute. So I'm just, you know, kind of checking my coloring as I go and just adding the different colors and just finishing it up. So it came together pretty quickly. Like I said, I did speed this up. It does take a little bit longer to color than that. And then I'm going to bring in my die, and I love the Kat Scrappiness dies. They're nice and tight. You can line them right up against that embossing and just get a really good line, you know, easy to line it up. Very easy to line it up that way. I'm just going to bring in my little Scout and just die cut this out, and we'll have our focal point for our card. And isn't that cute? Super, super cute. So we'll just get this out of the way, and I'm going to bring in that denim looking cardstock there, and I really like the pattern that's on the back side of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and cut the blue down to A2 size panel. And I've got some scraps left there that I'm going to keep and use for later. Love my Kat Scrappiness paper. And then I want to die cut the center out because I want to use that reverse pattern on my card. And I'm going to flip it over so that I have my stitch detail on that side. And then I'll have the reverse stitch detail on the back side. And it'll make for an interesting double stitched pattern on there. And I'm just going to bring in my larger die cutting machine because I felt like I needed a little bit more space than what the Scout would offer for this particular die. This is the Fall Frames inside die. It comes with an outside A2 size stitch frame, and then it comes with this decorative one. And I really like this die. So I'm going to use it. And so now we've just got kind of a focal point. It's a simple card, but I think it really shows off this Quokka on his horse. And so I'm just going to create a card base, and I kind of scored it wrong, but I'll fix it by running my tool across there. And I'm just going to lay my outer frame down, and we'll just put some glue on there and glue it up. And then we'll get it laid down on our card base, and then we'll bring in our other panel, and I'm going to pop it up to add some dimension to it and to add some additional interest to my card. So I'm just going to flip it over. We'll bring in some foam tape. We'll get it popped up. I just think this is a really fun set. I was thinking this card here that I'm making, I could put a birthday sentiment on the inside, and it could easily be a birthday card. I think you could do a lot of different things with it. It's just a really super cute set. And the cowboy theme's been pretty popular lately. I know. I helped with a bachelorette party, and it was a cowboy themed, or actually it was a cowgirl themed bachelorette party. And so it's been pretty popular as of late. So I hope you like the release. You can shop the release in the product bar below, as well as I will link all the materials in the description box. And if you shop with those links, it'll help support my work. So I'm just going to get some foam, and I'm going to go ahead and pop up the quokka on the horse as well, and just add some extra dimension to this card. As I said, this is a simple card. Actually, I think it's clean and simple, and it really shows off the stamped image here, as well as the premium cardstock that I've chosen. So we'll just get all these release papers pulled off, and we'll get our quokka laid down here on this fall frame, and we'll have our focal point. Now I had a little tiny strip of paper that I had cut off when I trimmed it up, and I'm just going to take the Giddy Up stamp and lay it down on that blue, and I'll use one of these stamp blocks that I picked up from Kat Scrappiness, and I dropped my ink on my desk there, so I moved my paper out of the way so that I wouldn't get that ink on there. And we'll just stamp that up. It's stamped up beautifully, one and done. And I'm going to just trim it up. I got it laid on that paper a little bit crooked, so I'm just going to trim it up, and then I'll add some additional foam to it, and we'll get it popped up and laid down on our card, and that'll pretty much finish off our card. Now, I didn't choose to put any embellishments on this, but Kat Scrappiness has all of these wonderful embellishments that you could choose to put on there, but I just left this clean and simple. So I'd encourage you to check out the embellishments at Kat Scrappiness. So this will finish off my card, and I'll show you some other cards by some of our other designers as well. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and don't forget to shop Kat Scrappiness.